XVenture's Family Challenge. Proudly brought to you by ecostore. Helping you choose a better tomorrow for your family.
We travelled the length and breadth of the country to find families to take part in this amazing challenge. 16 families battled it out over 4 heats, with 8 families going through to the semi-finals. All fighting for a place in the finals and a shot at the inaugural XVenture Family Challenge trophy and $25,000. There'll be twists and turns, some highs and lows, fun and games. We're looking forward to seeing how families grow, improve, and develop along the way. Families will need to be resilient, adapt to change, be aware of and manage their emotions throughout in order to win the game. This is all ahead of us on the XVenture Family Challenge, brought to you by ecostore.
Welcome back, families, to Eagle's Nest for the XVenture Family Challenge, brought to you by ecostore. Doing well? Yes! Really nice to see you back. Semi-finals. So the same but slightly different. A little more pressure, and you also are well aware now, at the end of 3 challenges, 2 teams will advance to the final now and play for $25,000. 2 teams won't be quite so lucky. How are you feeling about this, TJ?
Let's go, mate. Let's go.
On to it. Nice to see you back, Steve. Feeling confident?
Good to be here.
Rachel, how are you going?
Yeah, great, thanks.
Good. Jack, Lynette, got the whole family ready to go?
Been teed up, ready
Good
to
on
go.
you. And the right family, you've done so well so far. Keep going.
Brilliant.
Shall I tell you about the challenge?
Yes. Yep.
This challenge is called Mind the Gap, and it's designed to test teamwork and problem solving. Teams are given 8 blocks and some screws to put together their raft. The blocks go in a specific order though, so it's a giant floating puzzle. The fastest team to get 3 members across the pool on their raft will win.
Let's do challenge number 1.
The first 2 teams to take part in the Mind the Gap challenge are the HEMANAs and the SHALEs. So let's see what their journey has been so far.
Let's go! We're Team HEMANA!
Team HEMANA from Tauranga won through the heats in style with a dominant performance, taking out 2 of the 3 challenges.
Team HEMANA, winners.
Their positive and fun approach has really helped them out along the way.
That's good.
Their high EQ and resilience has been clear throughout, but will be interesting to see how they'll match up against this team.
We're Team SHALE.
The SHALE family are from Hamilton, and they take on another team that dominated the heats with 2 wins also.
The SHALEs are going through to the semi-final.
This team worked well together under pressure
Yellow onto that.
Yep.
and showed some really good individual skill.
Oh, bullseye!
Their resilience scores were high and EQ scores lower than the HEMANAs. Will this come into play in this semi-final?
Team HEMANA, Team SHALE, ready for action?
Yes.
Points are critical. First one home gets maximum points. Time starts now.
So it looks like the 2 teams are taking very different approaches to building their raft. The HEMANAs are keeping the blocks together, and the SHALEs are going for a diamond shape, making their raft bigger. It's going to be interesting to see which approach will be more effective.
The SHALEs are in.
Team SHALE hit the water in front,
Oh, it's come to grief.
but it's short-lived as Steve's not happy with the stability, so it's back to the dock they go. Meanwhile, the HEMANAs have their raft together
HEMANAs are away.
and take to the water. Although it kind of looks like Mum's struggling to hold on. The SHALEs still desperately trying to get their raft together as the HEMANAs steam away.
The creators of this didn't think people would be able to do it so quickly.
The HEMANAs are halfway up the pool as the SHALEs just enter the water.
SHALEs are in.
The SHALEs boat's a little unsteady as Maddie falls off.
Oh, no, Maddie's in.
But Toby reckons this is all just a great laugh. Team HEMANA win with a fantastic time. Here come the SHALEs. Remember, this challenge is judged by times after all 4 teams have gone through.
Come on, keep going.
So the SHALEs are not out of it yet.
Toby, look at the time, eh? That's not too bad. Go, they're finished, have they? Was that stressful watching that?
No, it was just hilarious.
Oh, you were cracking up.
It work.
Team Shale. Well, apart from Toby there cracking up, he was just about burst. He was laughing so hard as you went in. What happened there, Steve?
Faulty manufacturer of the raft. We're going to blame the developer.
The developer, good.
And the builders for following the developer's instructions.
I definitely think the other team had a better design.
Yes.
More compact.
Right. But all in all, was the water warm?
It was,
Yeah,
it
it was actually warm.
Good stuff, Team Shale. Well done. Get warm.
Simon.
Team HEMANA, that was just brilliant.
Yeah.
You actually had a wake behind you, Carla.
Yeah, it was probably our Polynesian power. Those big quads come in handy.
Ty, I know you're freezing now out of the water, but in there, you must have been really happy with how the team was going.
Yeah, we just went strong till the end and we weren't trying to give up because we know it's on time.
And what did you say to the family before they went in the water? Did you give them any instruction?
No, it's just like, come on, just paddle fast and, you know, get to the end. Yeah.
So the HEMANAs with a great time of 2 minutes 46 and the Shales 4:05. Remember, it's the best times overall for both heats, so the O'Connors and Wrights can still take this challenge with a good performance. Let's take a look at them both before the next heat.
We're the O'Connor family, and we're in it to win it.
In the next heat, we've got the team from the West Coast. Jack, Lynette, Charlotte and Eilish. They're positive, energetic and highly competitive. They battled back from a slow start in the heats to storm home on the last challenge to get through to the semis.
Yeah! Good work, O'Connors!
The O'Connors' resilience scores is one of the highest in the competition, so will this help them in the semi-final? Facing them in the pool are the Wrights from Hamilton.
We are Team Right.
These guys held their call to win a place in the semi-finals. They showed great teamwork and were calm under pressure.
You guys need to spread out. You will have more control.
The Wrights were strong on emotional intelligence and resilience levels, which played out in the heats. But will this play out facing stronger competition?
Righto, teams, your raft ready?
Yeah.
Faster the time, higher up the leaderboard. Simple as that.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Teams automatically going for the same 2 blocks wide approach. The blocks fit together in a certain order, so the screws won't fit if the blocks are not in the right order. The O'Connors fitting their blocks together fast, while the Wrights are having trouble fitting the screws.
A long way from getting in the water.
Remember, every second counts here, so teams have got to stay cool.
I reckon the O'Connors are about to launch.
Team O'Connor hit the water first, with Eilish kind of using her auntie as a pillow. Poor old Lynette. The Wrights, though, are still working on their raft and time is running out.
Come on, keep it going. Keep going, Charlotte. Come on, go, 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 go.
This doesn't make sense. You need that one?
The O'Connor girls cruise to a very easy victory.
Come on, come on. Woohoo!
Team Wright have a great stable raft, but is it too late for them?
Get that bad boy in there.
Remember, it's the total times from both heats, so will the Wrights be faster than the HEMANAs or Shales? Well, we're about to find out.
Go Team Right! Nice job!
Done it. Well done, Hayley.
Nice job.
Good job, people.
Nice job. Well done, guys.
Team O'Connor, that was brilliant. Look at the smile. You've got to be stoked. That was awesome.
Totally, it was really, really good. It was excellent.
Yeah, Lynette. And you were like Tali and Charlie, weren't you, there at one point? You were sort of the motor.
She was the motor. She's a swimmer, so she can motor. She's got legs.
Are your legs burning now?
Yeah. I feel sick.
You were actually like an ant looking for food. You were just crawling over bodies to get to...
I didn't want to squash her, so I ended up just going like side to side.
I've got to say that when the raft took off, it was like the Hungry Caterpillar. You were at the front, Lynette, and then Eilish, and then Charlotte. Dad calling. It was... it looked fantastic. Well done. Good stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done, team.
I want to jump.
Oh, Team Right. Do you know something? I actually really feel for you because your raft killed it in terms of design. That
took a while
that
to design.
raft is built for 100 years.
It's not going to go anywhere.
So tell us about that, Dion.
Just got stumped on the layout of the lugs on the individual pieces.
Yeah.
Then we figured out really smartly that the lugs were different heights.
Yeah.
So we obviously couldn't bolt it together.
Oh.
And then what we have is, once we figured that out, just trying to figure out which ones to twist
Yeah.
to get the kind of right levels. But we got there. Yeah, it's good.
You did, and I admired that. You did it, you finished it.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
And get your picture on that raft, it's beautiful.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
So the HEMANA's electric time was way too good for the rest. The O'Connors take second, showing good teamwork, with the Shales in third and the Wrights back in fourth. Join us next for a challenge all families will identify with. Welcome back to the XVenture Family Challenge, brought to you by ecostore. We are midway through the semi-finals, with only 2 of our 4 teams advancing to the final.
Let me tell you about this challenge. It is called Spick and Span. Who among you would describe yourselves perhaps as clean freaks? Carla, like to see that hand.
Yep.
Who among you, other than you, Steve, would describe yourselves as slobs?
Oh, yep,
Ty and Maya. Well, the reason I ask, we've got a judge in the form of Amy, who is one of the country's foremost functions managers, which is why she's employed by Eagles Nest Luxury Resort. She knows what it is to be pristine. Your task is to restore that room to its former glory. Great points up for grabs. You want to do it?
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
Righto, teams, cleaning cloths on call, rags to the ready, channel your best, Mary Poppins. Your time, 5 minutes, starts now.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, go.
Toby, you're on rubbish. Sweeping,
Keep an eye out for some cleaning products. Do you want to handle it?
Nope.
Well, we're off to a frantic start.
I broke the cupboard. Doesn't matter.
My grip, peer it up, bud.
Ty, grab me the sheets, grab
Tear
me
it
the sheets.
Steve, you're on tidying and doing the big furniture.
Team Shale delegating well from the outset.
There's no bin.
There's a dust shovel over there, Tate. Gee, I'm going to get all the clothes and put them away, guys.
The Wrights seem very organised, communicating well.
Regan, we can hang some stuff up.
Okay, coat hanger?
Yep.
Maya, don't worry about those, put those all in.
It is chaos over in Team HEMANA.
Nice, display them nicely, darling.
TJ throwing all the coat hangers in the wardrobe. I'm sure the judges won't notice that, TJ. The O'Connors all concentrating on separate areas, but it seems to be working.
Oh my God, there's heaps of popcorn over here, Tobe.
It's hard, because there's heaps of small
Tobe,
pieces.
it's okay. Just do as best you can, Tobe. And outside the door is a pile for rubbish, Tobes. Oh, that's so cute.
The heat is still on in the O'Connors' room.
That's not a bin. That's a toy.
That's not a bin. The bin's over there.
Use the rubbish.
Get that bed together, guys.
Yep, okay, follow me.
Carla paying loads of attention to getting the bed just right. Lynette now taking charge for the O'Connors. It is frantic in there.
Pillowcase.
We can do this. Let's get this.
Okay.
The Wrights choosing not to go for the bottom sheet. Interesting.
Plug it in, plug it in.
That's a pretty creative way to sweep the floor, TJ.
Maddie, pick up the ecostore.
Lynette cleaning every surface frantically. I wonder if this is going to pay off with it.
Going into extra clean mode.
Put all that outside, Maya. Put all that outside.
Thanks. Yep. Put it back in here. Okay, cool. 1 minute.
Yeah, nice, Ty, nice.
Oh, hang on, where's the clothes? We'll hang the clothes up.
Where does the rubbish go?
Here, darling, remember I told you.
Clothes, give me some clothes.
What do I do with that?
30 seconds to go.
Is there something on the wall for that, Charlotte?
The painting lives to fight another day.
Maya, get all the cups.
Peer it up, bud, peer them up.
This done, Regs. Good one.
Here you go.
I've never seen a painting clean the floor before. What are you guys doing?
That's wonderful.
Put those things up onto the bench, Bubba.
Yeah, where shall I chuck this?
Into the washing basket.
Might get that popcorn there.
Look, there's something here. There's something here. Just look at
Look,
that.
family photo.
Team Shale looking under control, although I wouldn't want to stay in that bed.
Right, doors, walls.
And time is up.
Oh, look at the bed. It's messy.
Good work, Ty.
Team Right look like they are done with the floor clean, but interesting call leaving it all in the room. Remember, Eagle's Nest assistant manager Amy is judging the rooms. Let's see what she thinks.
Whoa, even here, look at that's not an auspicious start, is it?
Straight away.
That looks like a teenage boy's been in there. Right, so this is the HEMANA's room.
The bed's a little bit messy, but what can you expect? And we have no wardrobe.
They didn't fix the handrail.
Open the drawer, coat
Messy
hangers
as.
underneath.
Yeah, and they've chucked the easel out.
The easel with our lovely photo up against the wall.
Oh, so they've just propped that up there?
Yeah, instead of using the easel.
Okay, I know what you're thinking.
Amy has scored the HEMANAs a pretty low 5 out of 10.
This is the right family, Amy. Hey, see what I've noticed straight away? Popcorn right
Popcorn
there.
all over the floor, flipped over in the corner behind us.
But that duvet looks really seriously misshapen.
But we also have the sheet not actually on the bed.
Good spotting.
Should we check the wardrobe?
Look at that wall picture.
Oh, that's nice.
We have a bit of a nice setup in this
Yeah.
one, better than the last one.
Yeah, coat hangers hung. Oh, look at that. Can you see
Nicely
that?
folded clothing.
Perfect. I am surprised, though, like with the popcorn still left. But that's a bit disappointing, isn't it?
It is, and again, we haven't used the easel. We've just got the photo perched up against the wardrobe.
You're a tough judge, Amy.
The Rights fared better, with Amy scoring 6 out of 10.
The SHALE family. But first impressions straight away, I reckon that's pretty good, isn't it?
The best we've seen yet.
Is that?
Eyes automatically draw to the uneven duvet cover.
Yeah, so they've used the... OK, let's wander
First
in.
one to use the easel.
Yeah, that's good. Right, so have a look here. Oh, that's good.
We've got a nice wardrobe again. Folding could use a little bit of work.
Right, OK, so good.
We've got the alarm clock plugged in this time. Good effort.
Are you happy with that?
I am. I'm feeling good about this one.
Team Shale impressing Amy with a score of 8 out of 10.
So last but not least, the O'Connors, Amy.
First thing, we've got some sheet hanging down the bottom of the bed.
That's true, you'd be disappointed in that.
You know that O'Connor picture? Something just ain't right with it.
Should we have a look in here?
We should. Oh, a clean wardrobe.
Not too bad.
Nicely folded clothing.
Yes, good. Clock's plugged in that you said, the lights.
The
so that's
lights
good.
plugged in. I think this is the only one that have actually plugged in their lights.
But I wouldn't leave the rubbish in there in the
No.
middle of the room, would you?
No, you try to have it under the desk.
See, you've got a lovely smile, but there's something ruthless about Amy.
The O'Connors not quite doing enough to beat the Shales with a 7 out of 10. So the Shales take out spick and span over the O'Connors, with the Rights in third and the HEMANAs in fourth. After 2 challenges, it's the Shales from Hamilton equal with the O'Connors on 16 points. The HEMANAs close behind on 14, and the Rights not out of it yet on 10. Find out who goes through to our grand final next on the XVenture Family Challenge, brought to you by ecostore. Welcome back to the XVenture Family Challenge, brought to you by ecostore.
Well, good morning, families. How are you? What a beautiful morning to be alive.
Yes.
So, the third challenge is obviously critical. And it is called Beach Carnival.
With only 2 teams going through to the finals, it's all on the line in this challenge. The ultimate relay requires teams to fill their container with water using a bucket full of holes. They can only do this when team members complete a lap using specific equipment. Kayak around buoy 3, paddleboard around buoy 2, and inner tube around 1. The fastest team to fill their container gets the maximum points.
All right, teams, this for a chance to make the final. Everything to play for, nothing to lose. Your time starts now.
Go, Steve. Bucket. Good work. Take the bucket. Get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. Got it.
Oh, your
Oh,
bucket's
there goes
broken.
the handle.
We need the handle, mate.
You need the handle.
The HEMANAs and the O'Connors take the kayak out first, so choose to go to the farthest mark with their bucket.
Don't worry about the handle.
Team Right are grounded and have snapped the handle off their bucket before even entering the water.
Do not need the handle.
We got it.
Good work, Steve.
Let's go.
Going great.
The Shales now have chosen to go around the first mark with the rubber ring,
Keep going around.
You got it, Regan.
whilst the Rights have taken the paddleboard out and go to the second mark.
Go, Regan. Go,
Dad,
Dad,
pull
go,
it up.
Dad. Grab the bucket. Come on, go, quick, quick, quick.
The HEMANAs beat the O'Connors back first to fill the container.
Careful.
Yeah, go, 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 go. Take the time. Just grab it.
Go.
Go.
Keep calm, Maddie.
But the Shales are already onto their second bucket,
Just put it straight down here.
while the Wrights return on the stand-up paddleboard with their first.
Oh, well done.
Haley makes a fast lap for the Wrights, but is that bucket full enough?
Good girl.
The HEMANAs return from their second trip with a full bucket, narrowly leading the O'Connors.
Take it. Go, Steve! Well done, Toby!
The Shales are making good progress and return from their third trip with a full bucket, although it looks like they're losing lots of water. Is their bucket intact? I reckon they might have broken it. TJ from the HEMANAs leading Jack from the O'Connors around the second mark. These teams are now so close.
Now he's getting it. Come on, Reeves, you can do it, mate.
Come on, Reeves.
You got it, mate.
That's it, guys. Straight up the beach. You're doing awesome.
So it looks like the HEMANAs have a narrow lead over the O'Connors and the Shales.
We're coming third with our water. Okay?
The Wrights really need to get full buckets back to the beach to catch up. Remember, a place in the finals is up for grabs here, so everything to play for.
Looking good.
Pedal.
You got this!
Pedal.
Run. Full as you can. Great work.
Okay, out. Hey.
Go, pick it up.
Just need one big bucket full.
Team HEMANA coming back with a very full bucket. Could this be the one?
Down. One more.
Let's go, Ty, one more.
Okay, we need...
No, I can't. No,
Just drop it. Okay, we need probably one more maybe.
Good stuff. Oh, brilliant. Regan.
It's the last one.
Take your time with it.
Yes, Ty.
Yeah! Woo!
They're overflowing. I think that's done.
Team HEMANA take it out and are the first team to make the finals. Can the O'Connors take second and a finals berth?
One more.
No, they can't and have to return for another trip. Could this be the last one for the Shales? So close.
Yeah.
We need one more.
Can Team Shale take this over the O'Connors? Whoever gets second here goes through to our final. The Wrights getting closer to the top and not far behind now. Charlotte running up the beach for Team O'Connor.
Run, fast as you can.
Maddie Shale not far behind.
Great, Maddie.
The Shales narrowly losing to the O'Connors, and with that are out of the XVenture Family Challenge.
You should cheer for these guys.
That's it, mate. Drop it in.
Doing so well, buddy. This will be our last one.
Regan from Team Wright completes the last trip.
Well done.
HEMANAs, that was outstanding, Ty. Well done.
Let's go.
Thank you.
I mean, you were 2 points behind, weren't you, I think, so overall?
Yeah.
So what did you say to the team?
We knew we had to work hard on this and really dig deep.
Yeah.
It was, all or nothing, really. So,
We want this adventure to carry on. We had to do a good showing today, especially after our room challenge the other day. So we wanted to redeem ourselves and have a good one.
Team Shale, pretty hard yards at the moment, eh, Toby? I know, mate. I totally get how you feel. It is actually really devastating because as a family you've worked so hard, you want to do so well, but the bottom line is I hope you've had a lot of fun, Rachel.
We have. We've had a great time. We said at the beginning that we wanted to come on to have fun and learn some new stuff and have a cool experience as a family.
Team Wright.
Yes.
It's been a couple of tough days.
Yeah.
A couple of tough days. How was that, Donna?
Fun. Lots and lots of fun. I'm so proud of them. They did so well. And their parents and step-parents are just going to be so delighted when they see this on TV.
And Dion, for you, your abiding memory of being on the Family
Oh,
Challenge?
I think I came into this wanting to really see what we could operate as a family and to get to know these guys a lot more. And I felt we've really nailed that and worked really well as a team together. And now we've got some really lifelong memories that we can share together, forever. And that's what coming into this was all about.
Well, lovely families, this is actually the hardest part of the Family Challenge for me, saying goodbye to two families, but you all knew the results going into that third challenge, so it was really exciting in the end. Two teams, though, are going through to the final and play for $25,000. Team O'Connor. And you are tied with the other family going to the final, the HEMANAs, 4 points as well. With 2 wins in the last place, so you picked up the same, 24 points. Sadly, though, it does mean Team Shale and Team Wright, you guys are going to leave us. And we've just loved having you on the Family Challenge. Thank you for all you've brought to the show. Nobody leaves the show empty-handed. We have some ecostore bags for our runners-up. Thank you for the good times. Just really appreciate it. So,
Thank you for having us.
as they say, it's not goodbye, it's till we meet again.
XVenture!